Hi there, everybody. It's me. It's the 19th of October, and I'm just giving you a video of which division is the best, the NFC South or the NFC East. And I'll tell you which division is the best. I'll give you my opinion on which division is the best. But before that, before I get to this video and which division I think is the best in the NFC, I gotta say, a lot of upsets in the NFL today. In the NFL, like I said today, first we see the Packers beat the Colts. Then we see St. Louis beat Dallas, which really shocked me because I felt Dallas should have just manhandled St. Louis, but instead they got outplayed, outcoached, and their defense got outplayed pretty much the whole entire game, which I just don't understand. And you can pretty much stick a fork in Dallas because they're pretty much done after they lost to St. Louis. Another upset that we also seen today was Oakland beating the Jets. I mean, the Jets were on a 2-game winning streak, and the Jets looked like a really good team, and it looked like their schedule was favorable, and I mean, the schedule pretty much told you that they might be the team to beat, but they lost to Oakland, which they really shouldn't have lost, but they lost that game anyhow. I just don't understand why they didn't win that game, but yeah, that's an upset in my opinion. Maybe not to you people, but that's an upset to me. Anyhow, let me get to this video about which division I think is the best. I got the NFC South and the NFC East. Okay, I'm gonna start with the NFC East. The 4 teams you got in the NFC. You got 4 teams over 3 teams in the NFC East that are over 500. Only 1 team is at 500, not over 500, but at 500, and that's the Philadelphia Eagles. So let's look at the teams. You got the New York Giants. They're 5-1. And after last week, I mean, I really can't say about the Giants. I mean, I don't think they'll win this division, but let me start off with teams. You got the Giants, like what I just said before. They really did not look good last week, but they kind of picked it up this week, beating the 49ers. Then you got Washington, who really should have manhandled the Cleveland Browns, but instead they let the Browns hang around, and they're at 4-2 with the percentage of 667. You got Dallas, who lost today, that's 4-3 at the percentage of 571. Then you got the Philadelphia Eagles that are at 3-3 at 500. Out of those teams right there, only 1 team in that division is actually good and starting to show promise of why they're a good team. I mean, the Giants, they lost last week, but they rebounded this week, beating the 49ers. But hey, this is the 49ers. I mean, anybody can beat on them, but this team showed but even though they beat the 49ers, they showed why they're the team to beat and in that division, and why people should be talking about them. So don't let that loss that they got last week fool you. This is a team to beat. But you got 1 team in that division that's actually playing good, but in my opinion there's 2 teams. Then we look over to the NFC South. You got Carolina, who's at 5-2 with the percentage of 714. Tampa Bay at 4-2 with the percentage of 667. Atlanta at 4-2 with 667. And the New Orleans with that's with the record of 3-4 at 4 with the percentage of 429. Out of all those teams, 3 of those teams are actually playing good, and 2 of them are like almost close to, or 2 of them are in a second place tie in the NFC South. So you got 3 teams over 500. So let me tell you which. So after going through all this, let me tell you which team is the best in the NFC. In my opinion, it's the NFC South, because if you think about it, you only got one team actually playing real good, even though they lost one game. But you got one team playing good in the NFC East. That's the Giants. You got a schizophrenic kind of like Washington team. You got a Dallas team that's not going to make the playoffs, and you got a Philadelphia team that's going nowhere. But I mean, that plays good one week and then doesn't play good the next week. So in my opinion, the best division right now, it has to go to the NFC South. You got 3 teams in that division playing real good, and it's a shame that only one team in that division is gonna win that. One team in that division is gonna come out and make the playoffs, and it's a shame. But I think maybe one team out of that division might make a wild card. But it's gonna be between one team out of that division and then one team out of the NFC East in that division, which in my opinion is probably gonna be Washington and Tampa Bay fighting for that wild card spot. So in my opinion, the NFC South is the best division right now in the NFC, and there's no ifs, ands, or doubts about it. The records and everything and the percentage pretty much tells you the best team right now in the NFC is the NFC South. Now this is very debatable because most people still think it's the NFC East, but it's the NFC South because you got 3 good teams playing good football right now, and I mean, there's just no going around it. So yeah, that's my video. I'm giving you my thoughts of which team is the best, which is the best division in NFC. Hope you like the video. Rate, comment if you like it. Peace.